Wawawiwa. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me, Gamhanan, as we check in on the indie scene today with a demo of a game. Well, the demo of a game called Sociopath. I don't normally play a lot of, visual novel type games or even games that sort of in general like a walking simulator. I do respect them and do find a few of them to be very, very enjoyable. But yeah, I think I should probably make it a goal to sort of play a little bit more of those games. So the one we have today is a 2D kind of RPG looking, RPG Maker looking sort of visual novel game. I think calling it a visual novel is probably not accurate. It's a story-driven visual RPG. There are a lot of interactive moments and lots of actual gameplay rather than just walking around or fleeting through static images of said story. So I mean that's probably one of the best thing about this game. You've got a very narrative-driven experience, but there are gameplay elements there from what I've been able to gather. As you may have noticed, banger of an intro. I mean, that's brilliant. A really clever way to sort of get you to basically create your character, almost like breaking the fourth wall a little bit, or maybe if not that per se, but I mean, sort of immersing you from the outside in. So I found that very, very clever. You can sort of tell that there are many customizable options to create your said protagonists, or in this case, antagonists. So I'll get straight to it. So basically, this is sort of like a reverse Clue. So if you know the board game Clue and the movie Clue, you know that standard trope, you got a whole bunch of strangers locked in a mansion, and one of them is the killer. So in this case, this is a reverse experience because the character you play is the killer. Interesting, isn't it? So the aim of the game is to eventually kill off the rest of the other members in the mansion and, progress the story towards an ending. So look, without further ado, let's give this game a world tour and a do-see-do. All right, guys? See you on the other side. Dun dun dun. Okay, look, that was pretty enjoyable. I mean, short and sweet. I think I would have loved to sort of extend the experience a little bit longer. I think a little bit longer, but you know what? I don't think it was bite-sized, but I think it gave you enough of the mechanics of the game and what you can expect in terms of the experience. There are a little bit there are other options you can try, and I think that's what I'm gonna do after this intermission, and I'll showcase it, and I'll give, I guess, my final sort of remarks towards the end. So this isn't the final remarks yet, but look, I just want to say beautiful artwork, and there's always something gorgeous when you play a top-down RPG looking game. When you get the assets sort of right, like the stylistic choices, and I don't mind if you use sort of stock items. It's all about the gameplay per se, and and how you manipulate said stock items. But I think this one, it's always a charming and a plus when you have unique sort of a unique art style. So of course, very anime-like. I really dig the premise for sure. I mean, it's really quirky and dark, gothic-like, and it's got some sort of there's still an air of mystery. Like, you sort of think it's pretty straightforward that you're the killer, but as you can tell, I mean, are you the only one? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sort of guess too much. I mean, that's the purpose of the game. So so look, I'll give my final remarks later, but hey, look, I'm pretty interested to see what other options or what other sort of endings in this demo are available, depending on the choices I make. So okay, stay tuned, guys. Watch ahead, and you'll see me in a little while. All right. Thanks, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Sociopath. What do you guys think? I think it's a very interesting premise. I love the idea of playing a reverse Clue, or for those who sort of know the board game, reverse Cluedo. I sort of do enjoy a bit of the dark atmosphere or the dark sort of storytelling of games. I don't shy away from violence in terms of like subject matter or even like gameplay styles to games, and I really love a murder mystery whodunit, even if it's going to be a reverse murder mystery whodunit. Actually, there's still a mystery involved in this game, so I mean, it's still piquing my interest, because it may sound a little bit shallow, I guess, if you look at the premise there. You're the killer and you got to evade capture. If you play games like Mafia, Excalibur, or there are many games like it, even like Werewolf a little bit, where essentially, the players around you have to find out who the killer is. So I mean, that's the traditional game that this game is, I guess, storytelling wise, as well as probably premise, is drawing inspiration from. But of course, it's telling it in a way that's not only a reverse whodunit, but still a whodunit, because there's a lot of depth in the story I'm expecting, and I'm excited. I mean, I love a really good narrative, a really good plot in a game, in anything really. And for games like this, of course, it relies on it heavily to sort of get the player moving along, you know, to get you invested. And I'm just excited to see where this is going. I love a lot of the mechanics that were on display. So of course the clue board, really good choice. At first you're thinking, why do you need it? I mean, like, aren't you the killer? But again, you're sort of seeing that there's twists happening, you know, there are things that you're not expecting. And because of that, definitely, you know, there's probably going to be a method to the madness where, you know, this clue board is essential for you to make certain decisions as you piece together. I'm not sure whether or not you have to get everything right in order to get, I don't know, like certain branching paths. I'm not too sure, but but it seems like there are choices involved that sort of pull you through different versions or interpretations of the narrative. So hey, look, it looks really cool. Voice acting is on par. It's brilliant. Artwork is great. The potential to get a really good murder mystery is just there, because I'm a very big fan of like Agatha Christie type whodunits. I've watched the Kenneth Branagh films and I love them. So hey, look, that's me. Hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of this demo, and look, I'll see you next time. Peace out.